Well, traders. Hello again. Late evening video, only because I have been running busy with lots of different projects lately. But I want to keep you up to date on what is going on, and we have lots of bullish price action in this market. We need to talk about this. So let's get into that, and let's just jump straight to the charts. All right, so here we have Bitcoin. And you can see over the last 5 days, really, with the exception of one little pause to be expected, we have had green candles. All right. And that is a good sign, a very good sign. Right now, we are running up into resistance, this blue ascending trend line, which I have talked about for the past few weeks, said will provide resistance. And that, to me, is the key hurdle. Once we get over that, then really I become a lot more bullish. Until we get over that, I'm still suggesting that what we are seeing here could, in fact, just be a big old bear flag. And let me just draw that out here. And it's possible that we see more further action down. Again, I still don't know that we get below this ascending black trend line. It provides significant support, and it has provided support all the way since we broke above that psychological $20,000 barrier. We broke above that, and then you can see here we rested on this as support for about a week and then just took off into outer space. Again, we came back down and tested this line for like 2 days. That was it. And then took off again. All right. And so this has provided support for the best of, let's see, that's over a year. We have used this as support, never broken below or confirmed. So back to current day situation. What I am expecting here is maybe a lot of sideways movement or a little bit of sideways movement until March 16th. What is March 16th, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. That is when Jay Powell has, and I say threatened here because it hasn't happened yet, to raise interest rates. All right, the 16th of March would be the first interest rate increase, and we're thinking maybe 25 basis points. But who knows? He hasn't done it yet. Who's to say he will do it? Maybe this is all just posturing, just to bring these markets down a little bit and strengthen the dollar. Maybe by suggesting that he will increase interest rates, then all the other global fiat currency economies raise their interest rates ahead just to, stay ahead of the dollar in terms of strength. And then maybe Jay Powell tricks everybody and doesn't do anything. Either way, the Federal Reserve is in a tough situation. And when I say tough, I mean it's a situation that they had to know was coming. I mean, this is all planned, right? But they're in a situation where either you enter a inflationary recession going into inflationary depression, or you enter a deflationary recession going into deflationary depression. I don't think either two of those scenarios, now recession obviously is different from depression, but I don't think those are avoidable. We are in a territory where either way we're looking at some pain. All right. So that is going to come, and it's up to the Fed to determine which pain is going to be less devastating to the general economy. That being said, let's just jump over and take a look at the dollar. Since we're talking about the dollar, I do have a little bit of projection drawn into this chart, and what I'm drawing here is where we currently are. I do expect us to come back up and hit our heads on this previous support, now resistance. And once we hit our heads there and test that or retest that, I do expect the price of the dollar to continue to decline. I mean, the strength of the dollar to continue to decline. And here I have this 200-day moving up. And what I'm suggesting here is right when the dollar intersects with that 200-day is right around the 16th of March when Jay Powell makes his call. Let's say he does increase interest rates. Then the dollar becomes strong once again, and we could see it rocket straight up just like that. All right. So that is kind of an idea that I have that might occur in the future. Obviously, it's really hard to predict the future and any sort of a situation. I want to get rid of all this real quick. But it seems like a likely scenario. It seems like that could happen. So until that time, the dollar will continue to grow weaker because the Fed hasn't actually raised those interest rates yet. And until he does, then we have massive inflation, which has to be factored in. All right. I don't know that I want to talk about the VIX or the indexes today. Really, it's all about the dollar and how that affects our cryptocurrency. Of course, Bitcoin being the leader, we have to look at Bitcoin almost every day. And we have lots of good bullish price action. But again, don't get your hopes up yet. We have not conquered this side of the blue ascending trend line, this side of that territory. And then above that, we have that 200-day. So still lots of resistance. And I'm glad we are seeing lots of strength from these bulls. But again, this all could just be a bounce off of that black ascending trend line, which provides very much a lot of support. Hit our heads on that, come back down, touch that black ascending trend line right around the 16th or the week before of March. And then at that point, we either dive or we fly. We will find out. Lots of unknowns, guys. But again, overall, I have always remained long in this. I want to have my tickets in pocket, ready for the rocket ship to take off, just in case. So I have not really shorted this market in any point. I've gone into cash a couple of times. And for the most part, I am just swapping positions and going with every good setup I find. I get a 10% pump. I'll take my profit, jump over to another coin. Get my 10% pump, jump over to another coin. And all the while, this market has been declining in altcoin space, maybe as much as 80% in some or more. And in my portfolio, as of today, I'm only down 25%. Of course, we've had a lot of bullish action here to help me out. I was down more than that, if I'm being honest. But today, I'm only down 25% overall since the top here. And that is by catching these up movements all along the way in the altcoin space. See all this stuff? This is what I'm catching. And my subscribers who have followed me have done the same, many of them, and we have been able to suffer less significant loss than the rest of the market by playing these levels and playing these breakups. All right, guys, I think that's all I want to say today. I will catch you in the next update. I am going to put out a Jasmy release soon. Got lots of people asking about that. So, if you want to catch that Jasmy update, hit that bell notification. All right, and then you'll be sure to catch it. You'll get a quick notification wherever you are, but on YouTube, that would be where you would get that notification, and you will know immediately as soon as I put out that Jasmy video. All right, we'll talk to you soon, guys. Take care. Peace.